The other big story, the Mashelkar Committee has recommended the death penalty as a deterrent measure against spurious drugs. The committee presented a report to Health Minister Sushma Swaraj. The government promises quick action on the report.
जो कुछ केंद्रीय सरकार की तरफ से किया जाना है उसको बहुत शीघ्र करेंगे, क्योंकि इसमें देरी, जितनी देरी होगी उतना नुकसान होगा। अगर 24 घंटे की भी देरी होती है तो पता नहीं उस 24 घंटे में कितने लोग नकली दवा खाकर बीमार होते हैं, मरते हैं। तो इसलिए इसमें डिले नहीं करेंगे, हम देरी नहीं करेंगे, विलंब नहीं होगा हमारी ओर से।
The Mashelkar Committee has recommended a death penalty as a deterrent against spurious drugs. The committee said the Drugs and Cosmetics Act should be amended. CNBC TV 18's Joy Neil Mukherjee met up with R.A. Mashelkar, he's the chairman of the Spurious Drugs Committee, and began by asking him if death penalty was really viable.
Absolutely viable. As you can see, as far as we are concerned, we have said that when there is grievous hurt or death, then there should be a death penalty or life imprisonment or imprisonment. We have given that particular option. That's number one. Number two, we have created many deterrents. For example, we have made it non-bailable, the offense non-bailable. We have talked about minimum detention of 3 months.
But Mr. Mashelkar, even in countries like US, the maximum imprisonment is for 10 years for spurious drugs. Now, clearly we are looking at Vietnam and the Oman and Kuwait areas where death penalty is given. So do you think that we are actually emulating those countries like Vietnam and Kuwait?
We had very extensive debate on this. We have looked at other countries. We don't have to necessarily follow what the other countries do. We can have a model law. And after all, this is a deterrent, so as to say, a greater psychological deterrent for such a serious offense which affects civil society.
Now, clearly the manufacturing licenses will be with the state, but you're also talking about a central drug administration. What will be the role of this central drug administration? What will be the funding? Will it then give manufacturing licenses?
We are deeply concerned about, let us say, non-uniformity in granting licenses across the states. Some are weak, some are reasonable, and so on. So we want to eliminate that, and we want to make it uniform as well as strong. All right? So this is a point that is being discussed and debated at this point in time. When the final report comes and when the final design of the Central Drug Authority will come, this issue will be dealt.
Now, the Health Minister has been saying that she will take action on this interim report. But tell us, what kind of amendments, what kind of existing provisions will have to be changed, amended for the recommendations that you have proposed?
Yes, well, those amendments are in terms of both severity of punishments as well as the judicial procedures for increasing the speed, like setting up the special courts, etc. They have been all lined out in the report.
Now, the figures that have been going around in the media for the last couple of months of spurious drugs industry at 4,000 crores, nearly 35% is circulated, comes from India. Now, you're saying all those figures are baseless? Even WHO says those figures are baseless? Neither
is 35% nor is 4,000 crore. I'm afraid that all these figures have been drawn from the hat. We do not have actual evidence. And therefore, what we are actually suggesting is that a systematic study, which is statistically designed, is conducted, and we have made a recommendation to the ministry with regard to the cost as well as the duration.